Hello there. This is Oku. I wanted to make a really quick video, super low production value, hopefully no misinformation, but yeah, basically I wanted to go over two really quick things for people who are interested in maybe getting kind of into the intermediate level or trying to get better at their DPS with Hunter. The first topic I wanted to talk about was the weapon swing timer, the auto shot timer. And that's talking a little bit about clipping and what that is. Um, and the second one is very simple, just a really quick to show you how to compare yourself to other hunters and maybe give you ideas for what questions you can ask and that kind of thing. That will be a very short thing. So first, the uh, weapon swing timer. So this is an add-on, and I think this is the only one out there. I don't know if there may be others, but what this does is it gives you a bar, either this right style or the left style, your choice, that will show you we'll call it the cast time for auto shot. It may not look like it, but auto shot actually has a sort of a cast time that's the same as your shot rate, and that's actually tracked by the game. It just doesn't show it. And so what this does is just to show you that. And why that's important is, and to kind of demonstrate here, I've recorded a couple clips, so we'll just be watching them together. I'll be pausing and doing slow-mo and stuff. So this first clip is just me auto shooting. Ignore the numbers here, but what you're focusing on here is this bottom part right here. So I use it in this mode. I'm not gonna say which mode is better or worse. This mode makes more sense to me, but definitely use whatever you prefer. I just reset the clip there. So what we see here is basically when this bar fills, then an auto shot happens. See that? And then there's a little bit of a delay. The shot goes out, and then when it hits, that's when you see the damage number. Essentially, this cast bar, as long as it's full and you're not doing anything else, you'll shoot an auto shot. If you're doing anything else instead that ties up your character, you will not shoot an auto shot. And while it's casting, you can do anything. It doesn't matter. You have full control of your character because you're just sort of waiting for the next auto shot. It's kind of a wait. So what you want to do, the whole idea here is to layer over your other two main damage abilities, which are aim shot and multi-shot, such that they sort of alternate is not really the right word, but basically they don't interrupt the auto shot. Because your goal, if you could, you would have 100% auto shot uptime. You'd hit on every auto shot delay. So this kind of shows an example of that. So let me slow this down actually. Oops. So here's an auto shot, regular auto shot. And then at the end of that one, I press the button to do aim shot. And so what you see here is the auto shot goes out, the aim shot starts casting. Now right here, I can't do an auto shot because I'm still casting, but the aim shot goes out, and then immediately an auto shot goes out. And while that's happening, the next auto shot's already queuing up. And I think in fact there I did a multi-shot, but you can ignore that for the moment. That there. So the general theme is you're trying to keep your auto shot going as much as you can, but at the same time, you want to do your aim shot every time you can. Like basically, as long as it's not on cooldown, you want to be using aim shot. And any other time you have waiting for auto shot to cast, you want to do multi-shot. So to go kind of back to the beginning here, what these bars and things represent on here, the way you use this is if this is past this red bar, if the white bar is past the red bar, then you shouldn't do multi-shot. Because if you do, then you'll end up doing what's called clipping the auto shot. In other words, you delay your auto shot. Oh, I know what it is now. I know what it is now. If you're doing something else, the white bar will actually pause right here, including moving. Seen that? See how the white ball's paused there? And then as soon as I stop moving, it goes up and fires. So another way you can use this thing is for when you're kiting. You can, as long as it's past this red area, then you're free to move. And only when it gets to that second red area do you have to stop, and then then let itself shoot. In other words, if you're moving, it will not go past into that red area. But yeah, this marker here is for the multi-shot clipping. So in other words, if it was here and you went to instead of aim shot, if you did a multi-shot right here, what would happen is while you were casting the multi-shot, the white bar would be stuck, and that's what you want to avoid. So a good general rule too is to just wait till the end of this bar and then do whatever you're going to do, whether it's aim shot or multi-shot, usually aim shot. And that will sort of guarantee that you never clip your auto shot. Okay, let's try another clip here. Okay, so in this one I did multi-shot. Pull this one down. So again, first shot goes. As soon as the next one fires, I press the button for multi-shot, and this is kind of where a skill gap will come in. How quickly you're able to do your either multi-shot or aim shot after the auto shot is registered. And we'll kind of go into the for finer details that at the end of this. Let's see that again. But so what I'm highlighting here is that the auto shot continues to fire on its normal rate. That's what we're going for here. So here's an auto shot. Now it's casting the next auto shot while I'm doing the multi-shot, and then I get the next auto shot right here, just on schedule. Does that make sense? This is a little tricky to set up. Sorry about the random stuff going on. Yeah, okay, so another auto shot, aim shot. So now in this case, you can see the auto shot gets paused. Let's slow this one down. So you can see here while I'm moving, auto shot is waiting, but it's ready to cast as soon as I stop moving. So there's auto shot one. Now I started aim shot here, so it pauses there. Now that fires, and then here's where the auto shot will go. Multi-shot before the red line means that I'll get my next auto shot on schedule. I think that one, yeah, it was coming after me. Yeah, that one was really good. Let's watch that one again. Slow-mo. So here we go. Auto shot. Do another auto shot. There. And as soon as that ends, and really you can kind of do it just a little bit before. Remember, your only goal is to make sure that the auto shot actually goes off. This one here. And there it does. You can see, like, by the time that auto shot actually registers, I'm like a quarter of the way through the aim shot cast. And I went as soon as aim shot goes off, the next multi goes, or the next auto goes. So here I'm already layering on another multi-shot, so the sequence here. Actually, let's try to go even slower if I can. Just noticed if you could tell, and I could actually see in the combat log, you could see the begins casting. That kind of proves that it's actually just casting a spell there. Oh shoot. Auto shot went off. Aimed is casting. Now, auto shot is waiting. Aim shot goes. Auto shot goes. And then I press the button for multi-shot. Multi-shot goes while auto shot is casting. multi-shot goes, and then I should get the next auto shot right there. Yeah, at 121. So that was kind of a lot of information. I know I'm really rambling here, but basically the main things you're trying to do are don't clip auto shot, which means, TLDR, don't cast multi-shot or aim shot near the end of an auto shot cycle. If you do that, you'll do what's called clipping your auto shot, which means you'll pause your auto shot to it'll go to the next thing. Um, so you want auto shot to be firing as much as possible, do as much aim shot as possible, but when it makes sense, delay your aim shot until your auto shot is about to fire, and then try to time the start of on an aim shot right at the time an auto shot is registering. Then essentially just do multi-shot. Anytime the white bar is to the left of this red line and aim shot is on cooldown. So you kind of want to, most of the time you'll have both these on cooldown. Got one more clip. Here's it in multi again. Auto, aimed. Here I clipped a little bit. Auto, multi, auto. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about is comparing with others, and we're gonna. So I'm gonna show. Hopefully everyone's using details. If you're not, then I'm sure whichever DPS add-on you have probably has a similar feature. But I'm going to show how it works in details. So here I have log data this is from Nefarian, and I think I think it's just Nefarian, but it's not super important exactly what this is, but this is all I had for the video. Okay, so I clicked on Ozikai, and the next thing you should see is the spells breakdown, and it shows all of the different things he did. And so an important takeaway here, if you're not looking at your own breakdown, you probably should. This is pretty informative. Um, you'll see here immediately the most damage portion done is auto shot. And that's why we talked about not clipping it. The more you clip this, the farther this bar is going to be down. The second source is aim shot. So just for consistency, let's look at Nefarian. I'm not the best person at navigating this, but I think I can figure it out. So if we wanted to do sort of the same comparison where we were comparing Ozzy to me, how do we do that? I think we do timeline and compare players in this report. Okay, do timeline, Cass. Yeah, okay, here we go. Showing, oh, I see. Okay, cool. All right. Actually, this is a little bit hard to look at, isn't it? Forward. Yeah. Okay. So all the first part or that red mean? Yeah. Okay. So this is a little bit harder to look at because we're like casting on totems and stuff. Um, but really, the message I wanted to get across here is just to show, you can look at this and kind of compare how often is Ozukai able to fill in these multi-shots here. So see, you can see his auto shot timing is like this, right? And he's doing a good job not clipping those because they're kind of, they're regular. And you can see here he slipped in an auto shot or an aim shot, and then his next one is right here, and I can see, oh, mine wasn't there. So like, kind of I can think about what was I doing at that point. I guess I can't see my mana, for example, but yeah, so you can just see this kind of stands out right here. Why Ozukai had such a better parse. He's getting, I'm doing one aim shot in this very particular instance. We're doing similar auto shots. I got one multi shot. He has one there. There's one there. Here's my next one here. Here's the next one there. So those are kind of roughly similar, but he's got, so many more aim shots, right? Oh, I guess here I was probably looking for a chance to do the straddle molly water. I kind of stopped there. Go to the end. Okay, so this is just on the Farian. Okay, here's another thing you kind of see. The one reason Ozukai's DPS is higher than mine is, Ozukai starts damage a lot earlier. Um, and that's totally cool. He doesn't pull aggro, so that's his thing. So all these casts here, I'm not doing anything, right? Um, Here's kind of where it gets a little more interesting. So there's roughly similar autos. I think what we're seeing here is I may have switched to my backup bow, which is like not near. It's really awful and it's faster, so that's probably why you see more auto shots here. Yep. The Nefarian maybe not a good apples to apples fight, but anyway, you get the point. Um, this looks pretty good. I think I did a pretty good job here, right? Roughly the same number of aim shots. There's my multi, his multi, next multi, next aimed. That was probably right before a class call, maybe, speculating. He's got a couple more aims in there. Yeah, or actually this, yes, it might have been I just unequipped. Anyway, my goal wasn't here to explain why I'm worse than Ozukai. uh, but the point here was to say that we have a lot of tools, and this is a really good tool to kind of go in and really, really closely analyze. Sort of what am I doing? What is the best hunter in the world pretty much doing, and how can I be more like them? And you don't have to like don't read this as a script of what to do. Definitely don't do that. But just use it as a guide. Like, okay, I understand they're doing a lot more aim shots than I am. I need to try to get that in more. And if you're still trying your best to do that and it's not happening, then that's where you can maybe ask for advice. Like, hey, what do you do to do a few more aim shots in there? Um, but just use the tools. And hopefully, watching me kind of stumble through and figure out where to find this was enough to kind of explain how to for you to do it too, if you were interested.